Does anybody have more lame openings than I do for their show? I doubt it. I doubt it. We're all about excess if we're about anything on this show. And by excess, I mean being on the air more than once a day. I lost my mind. But you know what happened was I had to go pick my daughter up from work and I didn't finish what I wanted to finish. So I was going to come back home and I was going to start drawing. And I said, you know what? Just live stream it, man. Just live stream it. So that's what I'm doing. So you can tell I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm talking so much. Well, let's see who's come back to join me. Well. Hyper Kaiju is here. Speaking a little French. Very sophisticated. Appreciate that. Statistical Zero has dropped in. Excellent. Pardon me. Just had lunch. You know, and we're back. Yep. It's gonna have to make another snack run. Well, I just ate lunch, so, but it was sort of a snacking kind of lunch. It was like half a sandwich and a couple of chips and some grapes. It was a wide variety of food. K Manifesto returns. It says, "What's up?" I love how Jeff is always able to pull out quotes from my opening, my intro, when I first come in. He always pulls out quotes to make me look bad. I frown on that here. Well, you know, Ken, that's part of it, isn't it? You know, if my daughter didn't have something to complain about me being lame about, how her life would be incomplete. So I provide all the lameness I can. Save your voice, draw more. Isn't that the truth? Okay. All right. Maybe I'll plug some stuff at the end of the show, but right now let's get right into it, because I have to draw. Yeah, you guessed it, the man thing. That doesn't make me feel any better, Jeff, but maybe this will make you feel better. K Manifesto, he loves the Stooges and is glad to see them. Well, how about that? I was worried maybe no one would even know who they are. Well, let's get rocking and rolling, shall we? Yeah, here we go. Nothing like a piece of white paper to inspire you. I actually did get excited as a kid when I got paper for Christmas, because there was always the unknown. It was like, this paper could become anything I want it to become. And so I always enjoyed getting tablets of paper or tablets of colored paper, because I would cut stuff out and you could make scenes, you know, with cutting out like a sun or something and gluing it on and making stuff. So yeah, it was board games and art supplies. That was kind of my Christmases growing up. No, this is not a pro ship channel. I'm classic only. Classic only. Okay, so these again were sketch requests I got from Ken Carson's show last night that I was unable to finish. So I thought, well, if I can't benefit Ken's show by doing these on Ken's show, I'll benefit my show by doing them on mine, or my channel. This is hardly my regular show, although these last second live streams are becoming more my regular show than my regular show on Sunday nights. Now, the great thing about drawing the man thing is that it's a noodle fest. And I don't mean that literally, but I mean it is sort of, you know, but that I can just noodle this drawing to death with all sorts of little detail elements like, leaves and twigs and veins and all sorts of just stuff that would be part of the man thing. He's part man, he's part thing, he's all man thing. And I don't think I'm the only one who's hooked on the man thing either, because Arthur Adams draws a lot of man things. So I wonder when they named this character if they were really thinking about what they were saying, or if you have to believe they were. I had a good laugh about it, and they went, no, let's do it. And they did it, and here we are. Of course, most of you, I'm sure, know the first appearance of the man thing was in Savage Tales #1, and the story was drawn by Gray Morrow. I don't remember who wrote it. But see how easy it is to just kind of block this in, but now I could spend hours just, doing little details on them, and I just might. See, there we go. The quotes are coming in. I'm going to have to quit talking because you guys are just exploiting my goodwill. Oh. Ooh, JP Roca. He's sorry. He's not a Marvel guy, so he didn't know when the first appearance of Man Thing was. Hyper Kaiju wants to know, Aaron, what are some of your preferred board games? Well, we really liked playing Risk when we were kids. I don't so much anymore because it takes so much time, but when you're a kid and you got all day and nothing to do, well, let's play Risk. And then much later in life, I got Lord of the Rings Risk, which is kind of makes it a little bit more fun. Oh my gosh, the board games I have, when we were little, I mean, really young, we had like Don't Break the Ice and Ants in the Pants. If you ever played that, it's hilarious. Cooties, with all the little plastic figures and stuff that you could put together, the bugs. The Green Ghost game. How many of you remember that? I've got it. I still have mine. It's worth a few $100. I got a friend who he's a physics teacher, but he's one of those rare people that can use both sides of his brain. He's a tremendous musician, and I don't say that lightly because I don't hand out compliments unless I really mean it. This guy was like professional quality guitarist, right? And but he's a bit of a monster geek. And so there was a game called Voice of the Mummy. Okay, this was in the 70s. And it had like these, it was it was a flat board game, but it had but all the accoutrements that would go with like, an Egyptian tomb, with sarcophagus and all that kind of stuff in it. And there was like a little record player, okay? And the mummy would tell you, you'd put the record, every time you had a turn, you'd turn on the record player and the mummy would tell you what to do, right? Well, so he bought a version of a copy of this game, but the record player didn't work. He fixed it. I mean, are you kidding me? It was like this little miniature record player was like right in the middle of the board, on this little kind of stand. And he went in there and there was like rubber bands and gerbils in there running around making the thing work. And he fixed it. And so now it works. So now we can play Voice of the Mummy. But yeah, I admire people that can do stuff like that. I'm like, are you kidding me? You mean you fixed it, But he did. He took the little record player apart and fixed it. Stratego, absolutely. I loved Stratego. Battleboard was kind of a Stratego ripoff kind of game. Oh, Battleship. I was like the champion at Battleship forever. And then I completely fell apart. And now I can't win to save my life. We still play Yahtzee quite a bit. Scrabble's gotten hot in the house recently. My wife doesn't really play, but my mom lives with us and she's pushing 90, so she's kind of a board game person. She loves Chinese checkers. We play Chinese checkers a lot. My daughter, my 19-year-old daughter, loves playing board games, so we do that a lot. Parcheesi, which is a game I discovered probably in the last 15 years, love it. That is a great game. We also have this game called Tank Battle, and it's a 70s game again. And so my daughter was like, wanted to play something, so I said, oh, let's play this, you know. And I thought, oh, I'm going to crush her. She beat me so bad. I was so pissed. So then we played again, and she ended up like beating me 3 straight times. And I said, I am never playing this game again. And she's like, let's play Tank Battle. I'm like, never. I can't stand losing. We play Rummy a lot. We used to play poker a lot, but not so much anymore. A lot of Rummy, which isn't necessarily a board game, I suppose. But we also have like this tri-level game called Chopper Strike. And this again we got when we were kids in the 70s. But it's like there's a board, and then there's like 3 levels of clear plastic that have like, you know, moving squares on it. And you move the helicopters, you know, from different levels. So that's kind of cool. Remember all the Skittle games like Skittle Bowl and Skittle Pool. We used to play that. Toss Across. It's classic. I mean, that was when I was a kid in the 70s. That there was not like, oh, what's a new video game? It was like board games or nothing. So, and we kept most of them. So we are a generational board game family. I picked up the new Jaws game. I played it once, the Jaws board game. I have yet to get the Thing game, based on the movie Carpenter's The Thing. Kind of wish I had, because it's kind of expensive now. But and Hyper Potato like to point out, which I think is true, handling for the Man-Thing is free, but handling is always free. You got to pay for shipping, but you get the handling for free. So Shelly's home, but she has not. She wasn't here earlier today on the earlier live stream, but I'm surprised she hasn't peeked her head in yet. But I guarantee you she will. She said, how'd the live stream go? And I went, great. I'm going back on in like 10 minutes. And she's like, really? So we'll see if she finds her way up here. Watch some YT vids and check it out. Thank you, Mr. Mage. Gary, pumping me up. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. You know, that he may be onto something there. Did I get stuck with the thin-skinned American tanks? That may be why I keep losing. It's a good question. Oh, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Have I seen this? I think I have. It's got like a painting of like of all the Universal monsters on it, right? Statistical Zero says Horrified is great. All right, I'm going to check that out. Ooh, what is this? Pressman put out these Dracula and Frankenstein board games for kids. I still have those. Frank gets put together a bit each turn and then chases after the kids. That's awesome. I have a Scooby-Doo, I do have a Scooby-Doo board game. And I mean old Scooby-Doo from like the 70s. And then I have we have a Snoopy and the Red Baron game, which is basically there's a doghouse with Snoopy and his outfit, sitting on top of the doghouse, and one person controls the doghouse and it just flips open. And then there's like a slide, and at the very top is a Red Baron's plane. Like, it's all plastic. This is back when everything was like plastic and cool. And you like push these marbles down the chute, and you try to be quick enough to open and catch the marbles that the Red Baron is shooting at you. That's more of a game that you just kept because it had all these great little plastic figurines and pieces to it that were really cool. Does it make me old to say they don't make games like that anymore? Not like they used to. But when a game comes out that has like, plastic figurines or big plastic pieces rather than just like cardboard pieces, I get it. Like Zed the Zombie came out a couple years ago, and I guess it's a real crappy game because the zombie doesn't stay put together. But the sculpt is great. It's this goofy looking zombie, and I guess the object is to put the zombie together. But I never opened it because it's one of those games you think, seriously, 50 years from now, it's going to be worth a fortune. And everybody, all the online reviews were like, this is a piece of crap, it falls apart and blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to open it up and have it, fall apart. But we got, what was the one? There's guy, it's got some dude's head and you have a bunch of green things hanging out of his nose and you pull them out. I can't remember what that's called, but I got that too. Squirms is the one I picked up. It's like it's got this skull thing, and you put all these rubber worms in there, and you pull the worms out, and it's all these moving parts and stuff. And I've got some good ones. Hogan's Heroes board game. The only TV game I got was Planet of the Apes when that came out. Actually, it was Giant-Sized Man-Thing is what you're thinking of. Because Marvel had a whole line of giant-sized books, like Giant-Size Avengers, Giant-Size Captain America, Giant-Size Master of Kung Fu. Then they had Giant-Sized Man-Thing, of course. Now, the interesting thing about Giant-Sized Man-Thing is 2 of the issues, which I believe are issues 4 and 5 of Giant-Sized Man-Thing, have Frank Bruner, Howard the Duck stories in them as backup stories, and they are fabulous. One of them is The Vampire Cow, which is, need I say more? And the other one is, what was the other one? Something to do with it was about a frog or something. Had to do with a frog, I'm pretty sure. But the Vampire Cow story is great. So basically what happens is as I recall, the Tomb of Dracula from that series in the 70s, he bites a drunk, right? And so he gets intoxicated. And so he ends up like attacking a cow and like biting the cow. And and so that cow turns into a vampire and kills the farmer, And so then Howard the Duck, I don't know, I can't remember how he gets involved, but so Howard ends up like, driving a stake through the cow's heart. He has to hunt down this vampire cow. And of course, no one believes him, right? And the cops show up at the end as he's like staking the cow. You know, the cow's like moo. You know, he's driving a stake to his heart, and the police are like, "Oh my gosh!" You know, they're like, they didn't even want to know what the story behind it was. It was pretty good. So that's like my favorite Howard the Duck story. It was the vampire cow story. Of course, written by Steve Gerber and drawn by Frank Brunner. And I think these were before they came out with Howard the Duck #1. So I think they were giving him a little, test runs in Giant Sized Man Thing to see what his popularity was. And of course, he was very popular there for a while. And that was kind of the hot book, was Howard the Duck #1. And it was a low distribution book, which always helps with popularity when it's not getting good distribution across the country. So then it automatically becomes a scarce book before it even comes out. AJ Tom says he's going to watch this while he draws tonight. Thanks, Aaron. Thank you, AJ, for stopping by. Well, no. See, D. Jones is trying to work a joke there, but it doesn't work because Brunner didn't draw the Man Thing. He drew Howard the Duck inside the giant-sized Man Thing. So, although he did do the cover to one of them, which is fabulous, is a close-up of the Man Thing holding somebody's hand, and it's burning because, whoever knows fear burns at the touch of the Man Thing. That was the first time I've ever said that and actually laughed out loud and heard myself say it and go, wow. Whoever knows fear burns at the touch of the Man Thing. Wow. Oh, so yeah, so I highly recommend you checking out those giant-sized man things with the Howard the Duck stories in them. That's numbers 4 and 5. And it's funny, I don't think as a kid the giant-sized man thing ever registered with me. I never got it. And then, of course, it's become this like ageless running joke that never goes away. But I guess if you got a character called Man Thing to begin with, I guess, whether it's giant-sized or tiny or whatever, you're still going to get the joke one way or another. So at that point, just the mere existence of the character's name is fodder for humorous material. But that's the reason I think I like this character so much is there's so little structure to him that you can just sort of kind of do whatever you want. And plus it's a monster, and as a kid I was a big monster fan. I still am, obviously. I got a couple things I should show while I've got you guys as a captive audience. I've still got some pieces. Those are my legs. That's the GAM cam. I still have some pieces sitting here that are for sale if anybody's interested. These are this is 9x12. That's the Thing in full color. Obviously, it's the Thing. We have the Man Thing, the Thing. That's 2 1/4. I got this 11x14 full color Hulk. It's $250. And this Man Thing, this is a fully realized Man Thing drawing with background too for only $250. It's 11x14. Somebody claimed to have bought this during AaronCon, but then they never paid me. And I emailed them and they never responded. So I guess it's still available. How about that? And then we got this Man Thing, which we're working on. Also, if you missed the earlier stream today, this is from last night from Ken Carson's show, Planet Hulk, which I did. And that's what I'm doing right now is finishing up the sketches I owe people from appearing on his sketch show. So we have Planet Hulk, And then, of course, Two-Face. He's always fun. And then I drew something today. Oh, there it is. That would be Thor Frog. Or Throg, as I'm told he's known as. So there we go. So yeah, I got some fun requests last night. So, and this is actually a request. I'm not doing this because I want to, which I would do it because I want to do, but I didn't have to. Someone actually requested this. So I'll go ahead and establish all the light sources first here, my shadows, and then I'll go with my line work afterwards. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but Shelly's downstairs playing with the dog, and it's like, Oh, let's see, Kermit Thor. Yeah, you know, I heard that a couple times earlier today. There's Kermit the Frog Thor. Because I gave him those kind of Kermit eyes, didn't I? Now this black is going dry on me, but it actually allows me to do a little kind of some brushy grass work here that I wouldn't normally do if it was like totally full of ink. Like a little dry brush effect or something. Well, again, that's what I'm talking about. When you're doing the man thing, you can just kind of do whatever you want. And who's to argue with you? I mean, has anyone ever come up to you and said, "No, I'm sorry, man thing doesn't look like that"? I don't think they have. Who would have enough guts to say that to you anyway? You'd say, "Are you saying my man thing doesn't look right?" I mean, come on, it just gets out of control and all sorts of weird stuff ensues. So this has got to be the safest thing in the world to draw. Totally open to your interpretation. I mean, you got to get the 3 carat things, you know. But other than that, wide open, man. Yeah, this ink, this pen is. See, it's tempting me. It's because I have a refill, and it's like, come on, Aaron, refill me. But it knows if I refill it, I'm going to make a mess. And there's nothing worse than getting black ink on your hands, and then black ink on your clothes, and then spilling it on the floor. I'm not gonna fall for it this time. I'm not going to do it. Certainly not on air. I gave you guys enough fodder for ridiculing me than actually to give you the opportunity to see me spill ink all over the place, which I have done multiple times in my rather storied past. Yes, I said storied. So I don't have a snack with me today, but I do have Le Croix. Le Croix? Le Croix? I don't know, but it's a flavored seltzer water. So it's like 0 calories, so you can't go wrong, right? But it's like a liquid snack. And I think that should count for snacking. A liquid snack should count. Ooh, now see, look at that. He's coming. Oh, the crotch. Swamp water Le Crap. Look at this. They are coming hard and fast. Swamp Water. The Crotch. Oh, but it's Croy like Troy, so it's LaCroix. Okay. Pop's Halfway House. Oh my gosh. What my daughter's hooked on this stuff, and now she's got me hooked on it, and you guys are bringing it. Now I feel embarrassed that I'm drinking it. Oh my goodness. Hyper Kaiju, though, bringing back some memories here. I picked up an old Simonson Thor omnibus on eBay for a pretty solid price the other day. Can't wait to reread that stuff. Boy, is that good stuff. I mean, all that stuff is good, but there's two storylines, the Thor, Frog, and of course the Beta Ray Bill story is just legendary stuff. That's why I asked him a little bit when I interviewed him on Aaron Con, or during Aaron Con, was, what does it feel like to having contributed something to, legendary status, and same thing with Louise Simonson, because she was part of that 80s Marvel that just sort of redefined everything.
What time is it?
Shelly's breaking, knocking
stuff. Resty time. Oh, I'm just breaking stuff.
It's going nuts. I told you she'd show up. Just a matter of time. It's man thing.
Matter of time. It's a giant sized man thing.
There it is. And the crowd goes wild. When Shelly shows up, the crowd goes wild.
What's up, peeps? Who's with us?
Oh, it's the usual gang.
The Huge.
Yes.
Loving the Huge.
Stephen Ings here. He says, shh, be very, very quiet. I'm watching at work. Okay, he's in the library probably. So you have to be, no yelling. Stephen's watching at work. People are ridiculing LaCroix.
It's so good.
They're saying
LaCroix versus White Claw.
Look at some of this. Look at some of this. La Crotch, Swamp Water, La Crap.
Yeah, that's funny. La Crap.
Look, La Crap, Swamp Water, Pop's Halfway House. Wow. See?
Okay, La Crotch was kind of funny. All the other ones aren't original, though. Sorry, guys.
Oh, boy. No.
Hyper, yeah. But you got to drink a lot of them. But they are tasty. Tasty. Hey, Dad, when are you going to be off this?
Never.
Never.
I do this 24/7.
Hey, Dad, when are you going to be off this?
Well, I've got to finish Man Thing, and then I've got to do Gwen Stacy, and then I'm done.
So theoretically.
An hour? An hour? I don't know why.
Well, I was going to ask if you could take me to Sean's, but I was going to ask Mom, but then I remembered I promised you a drink, so I could go get you the drink on the way.
When she says she promised me a drink, it's a non-alcoholic beverage.
An Italian soda.
Yeah, an Italian soda to top off my La Crotch.
Ew. So do you want your drink, or do you want me to ask Mom if she can take me? And I can get Mom a drink.
Right, whatever. I'll take you.
Okay, we need to leave at like 4:40.
All right, get out of here.
Okay, I'm going to go take a nap. She is her mother.
Boy, life's tough around here. Yeah, I gotta go take a nap.
All right, so somebody claimed that. Is that what you're drawing?
They did last night.
Awesome.
I got a Man Thing request.
Mm-hmm.
And Gwen Stacy. And Thor Frog, which I did Thor Frog earlier today.
Ooh.
He's right there.
Oh, I see him.
And I got a couple others, but I'll save those probably for tomorrow or something.
Yeah, you got to spread it out. Can she still get you a drink if you are not there? Yes, but the thing is, our daughter doesn't drive yet.
That's the issue.
And yeah. She's only 19.
That's right. Why? Don't pressure her.
I was there at DMV before they opened on my 16th birthday.
Yep, I went on my birthday
could not wait to get my license.
Which the interesting thing is,
It was freedom.
you know, when you're 16, you can't wait. So you get in there on your birthday, and then you realize when you have to renew your license, you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do it on my birthday when you're like,
Right.
older.
You
It's
wait
like,
till the very last minute.
you're like, what an idiot I was going on my birthday. But
Hey, kid, beat it. D. Jones. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now this is punny.
Well,
Oh,
White Claw
no,
gets
that's
you
not what it
a
was. It
buzz.
was this one.
wait a minute. There will be shell to pay. Ooh, now see, that's a t-shirt.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's a t-shirt right there. Let's give him a little
Stuff. Good
this is
stuff.
good. Yeah.
So how's the little Prestige Yu-Gi-Oh card collection? We haven't got a new one.
Not yet.
Yeah. Show Shelley the Carol Ferris.
Yeah, it's like Green Lantern's girlfriend from the 60s. It's in that book right there. I did.
That book.
Well,
the sketchbook?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Her little 60s hairdo.
Yep.
60s hairdo wop.
Some Aquanet in that thing.
Speaking of Aquanet,
Yeah.
a case of 6 cans of hairspray just showed up.
I know. I thought I only ordered 2.
Well, you're set for life.
So my hair is
now.
going to be good for a while.
See, you can do your 60s.
You say hello, I say goodbye. Chuck.
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
loving it. Holy crap, I didn't get slapped. Touchdown.
Who didn't get slapped? For what?
I'm looking back. I'm looking back.
Oh,
Oh, it's too funny.
there will be shell to pay. That's right. You didn't get slapped. You got a laugh out of it.
Mhm.
So, that's a reward for
Yep.
getting a laugh out of it.
It's one of those booyah.
Touchdown.
Well, I just remember, like, since I'm a twin, we got a car for our 16th birthday, and my sister didn't drive, so it was mine. So I couldn't wait. And then I ended up having to be her chauffeur, so kind of lost its luster.
Yeah, kind of like what I have to do with Samantha. I have to drive her around still.
Hyper Taters here, and Jeffrey's here, Eric, and
Wait a
Chuck.
minute. Wait a minute. What?
Statistical Zero, loving some stats.
So you're saying that without Shelley, this isn't a show? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you have the talent. I have the sarcasm.
Let's
One of
go
our things
make
is we do
some
say
money.
that together we make one brain.
What was that song? You got the looks, I've got the skills. Let's go make some money. So,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
you've never heard that song?
No.
It's a who sings that? I can't even remember now.
Let's talk about that baby picture of you, though.
With all the hair.
It's so cute. Even in the baby picture, you look like you were trying to come up with some witty saying or
Hey, Mom.
some sarcasm in there. So if you guys didn't see Aaron's documentary about himself, we'll have to load it separately.
Yeah, so some people suggested I do that,
I'm
especially since
surprised
it got
that
run off
Netflix didn't
Facebook.
call
Yeah,
the next day.
Well, I'm already working on the sequel, so
Yes, sarcasm is a talent. It's like a second language too. I'm fluent. Bring on Shelley with a beard. My brother will be.
I'd be happy to know that he has garnered a few fans out there during his brief appearance. Well, it wasn't a brief appearance. He was on for over an hour.
He's into music, that's for sure. And he did his research. He's so cute. Pet Shop Boys.
Yes. Yep. That's who sang that.
Good job. Husker, get out of my purse. Scrounge.
So it's you've got the talent, I've got the sarcasm. Let's go make some money.
I'll have to look it up.
Yep.
I'm a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. I'm a little bit everything, I think.
I wonder how many people are old enough to actually get that
Yep.
joke.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Oh. This I love. Statistical zero. Oh, where to go? Me doing well at math is a statistical zero. The probability, nada. You just didn't have me.
What is statistical zero anyway, Shelley?
Well, oh gosh, there's so many answers I could say that probably wouldn't be appropriate,
But
but
how about actually the real one?
well, if it's just not going to happen, the probability of me waking up tomorrow being a 6 foot left-handed volleyball player, yeah, not going to happen. Not with my mom being 5'2". Yeah, I always wanted to be taller and left-handed. Would have been a killer volleyball player.
I wanted to get to about 6'4", 6'5". I only got to 6'2" and a quarter.
Although my feet are big enough, I could have been a 6 footer. In fact, one of my roommates at Oregon State we had the same size feet, and she was our middle blocker. So I don't. Well, I guess I was gonna say I don't fall over very much unless I trip over my feet.
Well, on the flip side of that, who had very small feet? John Wayne.
Oh, and so did my father. Feet. And my father looked like John Wayne.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you have short people with big feet and tall people with little feet.
Could have been in the circus.
Make any sense.
Take it on the road. Take this show on the road.
Circus right next to the dog-faced boy. That'd be Star Trek.
The what? I'm sorry. I was ignoring you for a minute.
Wow. Show's over.
We're going to go throw hands.
No, I said you deserve to be in the circus right next to the dog-faced boy. That's a line from Star Trek.
And Shelley with the beard.
That's right.
No, I got rid of my beard. Thanks, Mom.
See, you can just doodle on Man-Thing all day long.
I'm not touching that one.
Actually,
I'm not touching that
wait
one
a minute,
either.
handling's free.
This is a family show.
Well, handling is free. Shipping costs, handling is free.
Yep. Yeah, I love this hyper potato. Get your hair. It's amazing what happens as we age. The humiliation just keeps coming.
I'm getting so much ear hair. He says eat hair, but he means ear hair.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it means I'm becoming a werewolf like Aaron, but I'm afraid it just means I'm getting old. So you had to include me. Yep.
Yep.
That's what you get.
But it is true.
He wishes his wife offered Man-Thing handling for free, right? It's always like cuss furniture or something.
Bling bling. So let's talk about bling.
Oh no.
Yep.
Thanks, Hyper Potato.
Yep.
So
our son purchased some bling-a-ling. That's going to be exciting.
Yes, that's what we were at.
And the fun part was I got to try on some giant size bling-a-ling myself. And you know what? It looked really good on my hand. Just saying.
Hey, you don't wear the rings you've got.
Well, it's hard in the summer because I get all poofy.
Oh.
Yeah, yesterday shopping. Yep.
Ring shopping.
I went on Sunday and then he did the final purchase.
Yep.
But, when he asked his mom if she would go engagement ring shopping with him, that was something special. So I texted him today. I said, guess what? You bought an engagement ring yesterday.
Now all you have to do is find a girl, and he is set.
And he's ready to go.
Of course, I'm joking. He has someone lined up, so she's.
She is as exquisite as the ring.
That's right.
We love her. So what else has happened in People's?
We were talking board games earlier.
Oh, yeah? Which ones were we talking about?
Well, apparently there's a Universal Monsters game that I was unaware of. Yeah. It's called the Horrific or the Horrible or something like that.
Look it up.
See? You can just noodle all day. Noodle all day on the man thing.
There's a never-ending giant size man thing. It just keeps, I'm just not, it's getting bigger.
Oh, my goodness.
What happened to our PG-13 rating?
Well, apparently went right out the window with you when you came in.
No, my reputation. We're watching Aaron discover his roots. Oh, honey, it's all good fun.
Boo. Horrified is the name of the game. Horrified. Ladies and gentlemen, Horrified. See? See how much fun it is to draw the man thing? And the thing is, when you request this, you have no idea how much detail you're going to get in it. Because I always bring it. And I keep thinking, oh, I'll just add one more thing. I'll just add one more thing. Ah, yes. What's my favorite character when I was a kid? I have to admit the man thing was. Well, next to Spider-Man. But there was only 2 books that I bought regularly. Was Spider-Man and then Man Thing. I bought Werewolf by Night a little bit. Bought, Avengers for a while, Captain America for a while, but Man Thing, I always bought Man Thing.
Oh, I missed some stuff. Horrified.
Horrified is the name of that
Ooh.
Universal Monsters game.
Okay. It's a good thing that people are way smarter than we are.
Well, they're way more tuned into pop culture, apparently.
Well, we are old.
Yeah, when we were younger, it was just called culture.
Yeah. So I do think, we should take some requests of topics to cover. Because what we might find interesting or funny, others might not.
Hey, when you start letting the patients run the asylum, you're in trouble.
Well, this is definitely an asylum.
That's for
That's
sure.
for sure.
All right. Aaron, have you... Oh, wait a minute. Aaron, you ever have a character you thought would be fun to draw, but it turned out to be a slog? Ask Graham; he'll probably say Predator. Yes, and I found this out very quickly recently. Was the Miles Morales Spider-Man? Holy smokes! Trying to draw it so that you've got that negative webbing, the red on top of the black. Are you kidding me? That is a nightmare. That's the worst. Now, I've never drawn him in a comic, thank goodness, but I have drawn him in a couple commissions. In fact, I said I'm not doing him anymore in commissions because it's so difficult to do that. So that's the one that comes to mind almost immediately. There's anything that has any character that has a bunch of stuff on their costume can become a slog really quickly. Because unlike this, where I'm drawing a monster like this, like Man-Thing, I'm just noodling and doodling all over the place and drawing whatever I want. There's no structure to it. Whereas if you get someone with a costume that's complicated, that's stuff that has to be correct. So you can't just like wing it. You have to constantly be looking over at your reference. And yeah, I can see Predator being a real pain. But yeah, that Miles Morales one is the one that comes to mind almost immediately when you said that. I'm thinking actually about for the Sunday shows doing a trip through my flat files. I was looking for something in there and I was like,
which ones? You could do like a whole month.
There's like artwork in there that I'd completely forgotten about that no one's ever seen. And, a little history involved with each one, I'm sure.
When will Aaron draw Blueberry
I have drawn Count Chocula and Frankenberry.
I'm just kidding. I have no friends. Oh.
When will Aaron draw Blueberry or Fruit Brute? Asking for a friend. Just kidding. I'm not fun. My wife texted and asked if I wanted chili cheese dogs for supper. Sometimes it's like she does not even know me.
What would you say if I said that? You'd probably be like,
yeah,
I don't have to cook. Bring it.
Bring it. Yeah. So go on my Instagram page and there's at least postings of Frankenberry and Count Chocula. I have not drawn Blueberry yet, but that doesn't mean I won't.
Like you looked up at your little collection. So you have Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and
that's Quisp.
Yeah. Little toys.
Quisp. See, the thing with Quisp was...
But you have Frankenfat over there.
Yeah, I do. The thing with Quisp was that it tastes exactly like Captain Crunch, but it wasn't hard and it didn't cut open your mouth like Captain Crunch does.
It just destroys the roof of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so worth it.
Mm-hmm. But Quisp tastes like that, but it's softer. It doesn't. Ooh. It has rounded edges. So
D. Jones, about your comic collection. Those are good stories.
If you haven't already, I'd like to hear about your comic collection and what titles you concentrate on collecting. You mean like for an episode of a show?
Yeah, because remember I just said that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I could talk about that.
And stories about what you did have but sold, like by a truck or.
Yeah, the nightmare stories, things I passed up.
Yeah.
If only you'd let me buy.
Oh, don't even go there. What do I say when you say, can I buy? What do I say?
You said, hey, if you got the money, do it.
Yep. Exactamo. What I say?
And then I borrow the money from Shelly and I get it.
Borrow the money from her son.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I think that's done. I already signed it. Why am I still drawing on it? Okay.
Because that's what you do.
Yep. So there's Man-Thing. I should have like a little lawnmower going across.
So are his eyes just like that?
Yeah, they're red.
I was gonna say, but it's not a color sketch.
No, it's a black and white. So these are $100 head and bust shots, basically.
Gotcha.
Okay, I have another piece of paper someplace over there that you may have piled your computer on.
Yeah. That has what?
It's blank. I need to draw on it.
Oh, I must draw.
No.
No. What are you? There's not a blank piece of paper in our house. Are you kidding?
It's under here. Thank you.
You go downstairs. There's not even a napkin that hasn't been doodled on.
Blank. Thank you very much.
You're a PB Crunch guy. Ooh, yeah.
What?
Oh, look, Hyper Potato.
Hyper
Potato.
I'm a Hyper Potato. What does he say? I'm actually I'm fortunate enough to own Aaron's Frankenberry. And that's so right. Cool. You do own them. That's right. See, I keep forgetting who these people's alter egos are. So basically, you're trying to get me to do Blueberry so that you can.
Well, that's the thing.
Fill out the collection.
If anybody ever introduces themselves to me, it's going to be, "Hey, I'm Tater."
Go, I'm Hyper Potato.
Yeah.
Who?
I'm Hyper Potato.
See, now I know who this is. I know who Hyper Potato is now. I keep forgetting who it is, and then now I know. But I can't say his name, so I don't want to.
Right.
Don't want to. What do they call it? Dox him. Not dox him.
You keep throwing out these terms. Like what did you say yesterday?
That's computer lingo.
Hawk?
No, I said that that Samantha's a Beatles honk. And I'm a rights and honk.
What is that?
That's someone that that's just like
yeah.
an apologist for something. You love them so much that, oh, everything is great about them. You pump them up all the time.
Honk?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, tell me, really, is that true? Is he just messing with me? Honk.
Chuck Elam. Hi, I'm James. Yeah, I know you've got multiple first names. It's like I don't know who to when I send the package to him. It's like, do I send this to Chuck? Do I send it to James? Do I send it to?
Yeah, you've been sniffing something, Hypertater.
I'm actually President Joe Biden. I like to sniff. Sorry.
Oh man. You've been sniffing something. I've never heard honk. No.
See, it's backing me up. That's true.
I just can't. And you know what? And typically, I have more current lingo and things than you, being that I hang out with teenagers a lot. Okay, that's really creepy. I mean, I get paid to hang out with teenagers. Oh wait,
that's even worse.
Stop it now. I like teenagers. Wait. No, just.
She's a teacher.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh. So I'm barely 30, so it's still in common usage. Well, remember 30? Isn't that cute?
30. I remember freaking out when I turned 30.
I think you had a party for me when I was 30 at my parents' backyard.
Yeah.
Was that 30 or 40?
That was 30.
That was 30.
And then you had a party for me when I was 30 at our house. Remember, it was a surprise party. Everybody was, in the Hillsborough.
A long time ago, man.
Yeah, I walked in. There was a bunch of people in there, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, and you went, oh, hey.
So it was a good time. But yeah, I felt, that was like, I started feeling old at 30. And then we had the 40th birthday party when we were at CrossGen in Florida.
Oh, my goodness.
Then I was like, oh my gosh, now I really am like middle-aged. Now I long to be that.
The tuck and roll period. It's all downhill from here, so just tuck and roll. Yep. Or tuck in the rolls. I'm not sure which one. I got one! The gray hairs, you know what? I have recently just stopped coloring my hair. I'm letting the grays go. They're God's highlights. That's what I
There you go.
decided. And it's cheaper.
Yeah, but if it's like me, though, when everything's gray, it's not a highlight anymore. It's your new color.
Well, you know, and you're constantly chasing the roots. So it's kind of like, you know what? I got highlights I don't have to pay for.
That's a positive way to spin it, I think.
Oh, funny. Well, but yeah, our age is kind of relative. Our physical age is way different than our mental age.
That's for sure.
As our oldest likes to remind us how immature we are.
Our oldest. Are they talking about Samantha for a second ago? You mean the one who can't drive?
Nope.
Just telling us how immature we are.
The one who makes way more than we do.
Well, when you're an engineer, you got to be serious.
Yep.
Although he's very sarcastic too.
Yeah, he's really funny. Awesome. Oh, I forgot. I wish I had gray. My hair is just gone. That's true. You got to count your blessings, right? No, I've always had so much hair. It's a pain in the butt sometimes. So what are you drawing now?
Oh, Spider-Man's dead girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I was thinking not dead part, but that it was Spider-Man's girlfriend. That's
His original girlfriend, Gwen Stacy. Well, not his
Right.
very original girlfriend was Betty Brant, but this would be his,
Oh, well, I just thought
his true love.
Stacy. Yep, she has that Samantha Stevens bewitched mouth.
Oh, that was Jeannie. Sorry, I was doing the wrong theme song.
Well, you got to meet little Tabitha.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little girl who played, well, she's my age, but played Tabitha. I met her at a con and traded a headshot signature for a drawing I did for her. And
yeah. Awesome.
then she ended up being on an interview show, like we saw her on TV shortly after.
Like, I know her. I know her. Wow, Jeffrey, down to your butt. I had hair past my butt, but it was because my dad wouldn't let me cut my hair. I had to sneak out in 9th grade to get my hair cut. And you would have thought I had, what, like, decided to become a prostitute or something. My dad lost his mind. Oh, and then don't even count the multiple piercings in my ears. Told me I looked cheap.
And I can verify that Shelly is not cheap.
Nope.
She's expensive.
I'm expensive. I'm high maintenance. Well, on some things. Well, Hyper Potato, I get you. I wish I had talent. Yeah, I don't have any artistic talent. None. I'm creative in some things. But yeah, teaching geometry, I don't even draw a good triangle or a cube or, yeah. So lucky I don't teach that anymore. Yeah, even after 30 years, I still watch him draw and go, all right, you just did that. You decided to just do that. Pull it out of your ear. Yep.
That's what I do, man.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. We all have like the same kind of experiences with. Yeah, my dad wouldn't buy any senior photos that showed my left ear because it had 3 piercings in it. Of any senior photos.
You rebel.
And now 4 on each side. So
What a rebel.
I know. Teaching is a talent. Ah, thanks, Jeffrey.
Well, teaching well is.
Yeah.
Which she does.
Oh, I don't know. I entertain, I guess. Yeah. I like the little smirk. Smirkalicious. Is that a
Is now.
Is that a word?
It's like being a hunk. If you're smirking.
Oh my gosh. I can't. I can't even. Can't even. Well. Mm-hmm.
Dead awkward silence at the party.
Yep. Yeah, so it says, all right, see you later, Jeffrey.
Who's that? Jeff Potts is out of here.
Doggy daycare. We were thinking about that.
Did he even get slapped today? I think Jeff got slapped in the earlier.
Day.
No,
yeah.
I think he got slapped in the earlier.
Like and subscribe. It's still free. Smirkalicious.
That's right. Inflation is coming.
So
That'd be my.
silence your phone, man. What's wrong with you?
Well, you know,
You know.
that's a public service announcement right there. I need to get in there.
Yeah. I wasn't typing loud enough. Loving it. So yeah, now draw Green Goblin behind her. Like the Frankenstein.
Are you gonna pay me the extra to do that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. All the big monies.
Well, that's kind of what I told my son when I did that Dr. Doom drawing for him for his birthday, is that I actually added more than what would be a normal request. So I said, you actually owe me extra money for the present because I did extra work on it.
Gotcha.
Oh, you know what? I don't have to. I forgot. I'm not doing this in a book. I don't have to. I don't have to crosshatch the black. I can actually use my black pen.
Oh, because you don't have to go through.
Yeah,
Is that the thing? Gotcha.
Don't have to worry about
So it's a
soaking
commission
through.
job from Boom Studios calling Aaron. That was your phone. How'd they know?
How they know? No, it was actually a reminder about one of Samantha's dentist appointments.
Oh, yeah, our daughter's getting her wisdom teeth out on Friday. So it should be interesting.
She's like, all my friends are going to come and take care of me. I'm like, look, you're just going to want to go to sleep when you get back.
I know, but I milk it. Friends want to come over and hang
Well,
out.
yeah, then I don't have to wait on her.
Well, that's true. But remember when all those things like that were such a big deal, and now we're like, what?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, should I take?
You're gonna take something out? All right. Let's hope it weighs a lot. So I kept thinking, you want my gallbladder? As long as it weighs 20 pounds, I'm good. Take it. So where are you off to next? You're going to Kansas City.
I am. About a week and a little
Not
more than a
this
week and a
weekend,
half.
but the next one,
Yeah.
right after my birthday.
Yep.
Which is a week from today.
My gosh, is it that
I
late
know.
in July already?
I know.
This month has flown by.
It has. I'll be 21.
Again.
Again.
My name is Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. Again. See, that's Warner Brothers at its finest. It just never forget.
We're just really, I don't know, weird, predictable.
Well, her daughter thinks so.
Yeah. But it is what it is. Yeah, the summer's flown by. I'm just glad it's not 115 anymore. That was
we're going to have to get
crazy.
a new AC for next summer. We can survive this one, I think. But next year.
Yeah, that way we don't have to do any more sauna shows.
Well, Andy was saying that once he got his new AC put in, he goes, it cools the whole house. And I'm like, we got actually a new one and one that's powerful enough.
Or just two, like you do one for the upstairs and one for
Well,
the
yeah, but we may
downstairs.
not need to
It's true.
when we replace one outside, if it actually is good, it may.
So, throwing out some stats. Let's see what statistical zero says. Time goes faster. Yep. It's what we do.
I've yet to get to the point where I'm sitting on the porch.
Ooh, it's only
But I
89
might.
degrees in West Texas.
Yeah, but it's
I
a
think-
dry heat.
Yeah, I think my brother, Shelly with the beard, is going to be moving to Texas here pretty soon.
And he seems to be headed in that direction.
Yeah, my nephew's going to be playing baseball for college in Texas. Well, Bill, no worries about being late. Tardy to the party. It's okay. I was even tardy to the party.
That's right.
And I missed the first one.
Yeah, this is actually part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo, you're weird.
Everybody knows that. Not that I'm weird, but whatever 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Mm-hmm.
Star Trek 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I like it.
Because that's from the infamous movie Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the 80s. You should know that. That's in your wheelhouse.
Sorry. Do you remember how much it cost to go to the movies when we were in high school? Well, if we went to the Loa Theater, it was like 99 cents.
Yeah, that didn't count because that was a second-run theater.
Oh.
When I went and saw Star Wars, when it came out in 1977, we would
Yeah.
go on the matinee price because it was a matinee price
Mhm.
and the evening price,
Right.
right? We could go watch it for $1.25, quarter staff.
That's how you know you're old, is when you start drawing stream 2, Wrath of Aaron. Wrath of God, Wrath of Aaron, Aaron gone. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh, my bad.
Aaron.
Yep.
If we have the special effects, we got to use them.
Yep. I like it. I like it a lot.
Highlander 2, No Head for You, Boogaloo. I barely gave you
that's a
that.
good
That
one.
one
Yeah.
barely got there.
Yeah.
Barely.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I am going to have to refill my black pens.
Oh,
I know. Tis a nightmare.
I think you have a refill.
I know I do, but I don't want to use it because it's instant mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need that highlight there. That doesn't make any sense.
I remember $3 for a comic. Do you remember how much you paid for a comic? And
25 cents.
Yep.
25 cents is what I paid when I was buying them off the rack.
We always bought like Richie Rich. That was the thing.
Well, girls didn't buy superhero comics. They still
Right.
don't for the most part. You bought like Richie Rich or Archie or, that type of thing. Richie Rich was too tame, man. I needed superhero action.
Oh, that's a good question. Has anybody ever requested a Ricardo Montalban sketch? Well, okay, it's Con. When you said Ricardo Montalban, I was like, sorry, I was thinking Fantasy Island.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to Fantasy Island. No one has requested a con sketch, but I'm sorry. No one has requested a sketch. Mainly because I've also nixed sort of doing likenesses because it's like twice as much work to do a likeness as it is just like, draw Gwen Stacy or whatever. And so it's like to charge the same amount for doing it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
And I was doing those inside my sketchbooks too, which it's already a fabulous deal, $20. So you get a head sketch of your choice inside the book for just 20 extra bucks.
And then it's a good quality book.
It is
hardcover, 64 pages in color.
Yeah.
Even the pages inside are really nice quality paper. Yeah.
It's
a
deal. And so yeah, I was doing likenesses in those, but then it was like, what a pain. For a $20 sketch, I was ripping myself off. So I had to put an end to it.
Yeah.
It was hard, but I did. Not to the sketches, to doing likenesses.
Right. But you're really good at them.
Well, that's very kind of you to say.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you. But it's a different discipline. Drawing stuff out of your head as opposed to drawing what you see. And you sort of have to get into the mood or the rhythm of drawing what you see once you've been used to drawing stuff out of your head as long as I have been doing.
Well, and I think too, you draw a portrait and people go, I look like that? Because
Well, that's
I
always the danger.
listen to this and I go, I sound like I sound like a 12 pack a day smoker.
That's because we do these shows too much. We're talking so
Well,
much.
yeah, but yeah, you never like how you sound or yeah. Hey, Aaron, I see you use the great what? Pigmas?
I see you use the great Pigmas. Which other one you recommend? Well, let me tell you. Of course, I use the Microns. See?
Yes, I see.
And then I also use these Le Pen drawing pens. And these are also archival ink. And I picked up some of these, which I haven't really tried yet. These are Prismacolor. And these are archival ink as well. I'm assuming they're watercolor, but acid-free, archival quality. What does that say?
Here, it's too
Light,
small.
fast, which I assume means that it doesn't fade easily when exposed to light for long periods of time. I'm just guessing. But I haven't tried those yet. But I will give those a shot. Maybe sooner than later, because my pens, at the rate I'm sketching these days for commissions and for live streaming, I'm going through pens like crazy. Like crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That be true.
But I've been using the Le Pens for a while, and they're getting a little, they're not flowing as smoothly as I would like. These fresh Microns, boy, they really flow nicely. So I may go switch back to the Microns full time. I just might.
Yep.
But I got to try those Prismacolors first before I make an ultimate decision.
David's in the house.
Oh no.
He's still live streaming from last night, David. He didn't even go to sleep. I'm in your head, boy.
See, David will be joining me soon on my Sunday live stream for competitive drawing round 4. So he's trying to get himself psyched up. He's trying to get me off my game, but it won't work. Jerome says the sketch looks like Gwen Stacy, although I'm knowing it's not her.
Wait,
it is.
I'm knowing it is her.
It is her. It looks like her, and it is her. So there you go.
There you go.
Someone actually requested Gwen Stacy.
I don't sound like that in my head.
I don't sound like I sound in my head.
Yeah.
I don't sound.
I don't.
Oh, I don't sound
like I sound.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Because I don't. Yeah. I think, oh my gosh, that is so annoying.
Oh, really? Megaton. I didn't realize Liefeld was. I know Eric Larson did some stuff in Megaton, but I didn't know Liefeld did. Wow. Talk about back in the day. Who is that you drawing? Lonnie Anderson or Susan Anton?
David, you're showing your age.
Let's see. Really, I snagged those and Battle Chaser stuff for pretty cheap. See, it all depends on where you get it and when you get it. I never buy.
Most of your stuff is, well, it was at Comic-Cons, but you've been eBaying it a little bit lately. Not as much as our son.
You talking about comics?
Yeah.
Well, if I can find, I would much rather buy from a dealer that I know if I can get a good price on it.
Right.
And so I do that first. I check Dale Roberts and I check our friends at Bedrock City and High Grade Comics. I also check there. although that guy never smiles, but he has some pretty good stuff. He's a good guy. So, you know, Super World every once in a while.
Yep. Got your connections.
I know. So I
I need
made
to start collecting something. No, I guess I do.
well, wait a minute. You collected Gru until Sergio Aragones pissed you
snubbed
off.
me.
And then you
I
stopped
didn't
doing
like
that. And now you collect Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Yes, I love me Nightmare Before Christmas.
So that there you go. D Jones knows Dale is good people. Dale is good people. I just actually made a purchase from him, a very lightweight one, because I don't have a lot of extra cash these days, but I was feeling the need. So I found some cheap books.
You wanted to stimulate the economy?
I did. And I thought,
I like it.
if I can get enough, there was one, he had one cheap book I really wanted badly. And
How badly?
really badly.
Very badly. Yeah.
But when they're asking $18 for a comic book and the shipping is $12, no. So I had to get I scoured his site looking for 2 other reasonably priced books that I wanted that I could put in the deal so that shipping would be less painful. And I finally did. It took me a while, but I did find it.
So question, what did Sergio do? Well, I guess we're not being very gracious because I'm sure he's busy, but.
Well, long story short, he promised Shelley that she met him while we were engaged. And he promised Shelley that he would do a drawing for her as a wedding present, and never did.
No.
And we even sent him an invitation to the wedding. Not that we expected him to go, because we were in Oregon, he lives in California, but nothing. And so Shelley, in a fit of rage, torched her Gru collection.
I don't think I torched it. In my head, I did.
Yeah, she was not happy.
Yeah, I'm a lot more forgiving these days.
Well, you tell somebody you're going to do something, you should do it.
Well, yeah. Oh gosh. Oh yes, Garbage Man action figures.
I'm all over that, man. The thing is, though, but if you guys are aware that Ethan Van Sciver right now is trying to crowdfund his Cyberfrog action figure line, and he has to raise $400,000 to do it. I mean, that's just break even.
Wow.
It is expensive to make toys because you have to have a certain amount. You have to buy a certain amount.
Right.
You can't just make like 5, right?
And the molds and the
and all that kind of stuff. So it's an expensive proposition. Now, there was a line of Ultraverse toys that came out, but because the Ultraverse cartoon that came out was Ultra Force, they're kind of like Avengers team.
Yeah.
They made the entire first wave those figures. The problem with that is there's no monster figures in there, and that's what everybody loves is monster toys, right? So they had planned for the second wave, and I saw the prototypes. They had Lord Pumpkin,
nice,
mine, with interchangeable heads. So you had the one evil pumpkin head and the one with clown
I love
makeup.
it when they do that.
So you had the 2 different heads you could snap on, and then they had the Sludge toy, which had kind of rubber coated skin. So you take your thumb,
you can make it all sludgy, movie. Yeah.
And they were incredible. They were at Chicago Comic-Con before Wizard took it over. We're talking 94-ish. And then, of course, the company went under before they got to the second wave.
Wow.
And so I don't know who ended up with the prototypes, but I would love to do wouldn't like a Garbage Man statue be cool?
Yeah.
That'd be easier to pull off. Still expensive, but you're talking about
like those busts that are
right. You have to pay a
collected.
sculptor to do it, and then you could cast the mold, and at a cheaper rate, and you wouldn't have to do as many. And of course, they're more expensive. They're like $100 for one, but that's something you could do.
Wow.
So it's possible.
Well, you don't want to mess with Shelley.
Don't mess with Shelley.
Because Shelley smash. Although David did have a good idea up here. Here we go. I said I need to collect something new. I should collect David Williams art.
Don't be chill. There you go, David.
You gotta love it.
That's for you.
Gotta love it.
Actually, I collect David Williams art. I have a piece of David Williams art. Should I show
Well,
it?
it doesn't count if it's on the dartboard. Oh,
Whoa!
just
Entertain
getting
the masses.
Shelly smash.
Entertain the masses for a second.
Entertain the masses. What? Yeah, Shelly She-Hulk smash brew. I kind of used to be She-Hulk back in the day.
Yeah, if we get her to find a picture.
Yeah, there'll be no photo evidence though. David says, "I'm in your head."
No. Where is that?
But you know, you can always think back to, back in the day when we walked to school uphill both ways with no shoes on, Jelly Killy. Yep. Come on, man. When he says he wants to go through his flat files like for a show, in his head it sounds good, but there are, oh my goodness, I bet we have over 20 drawers of flat files that have stuff in them. So I guess it could be a 5-parter because I think, well, there's 4 different flat file that you have.
Well, there's one out in the other.
Right. Well, that's what I'm counting because there's 1, 2, 3,
One,
and 4 out on the landing.
Yeah, there's
right. So we have 4
That's right.
that have like 5 drawers in each of them, I think. Yeah.
All right, let's see if it's in here.
If our house ever catches fire, oh, done deal.
Yeah. That'd be a bummer.
This, you guys are just so sweet.
Zoom out a little bit, Lee.
Shelly She-Hulk, loving it. Let's see, what's this one? I'd make a great She-Hulk.
She would.
I look pretty good in green, so that'd be all right.
Zoom out a little.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a Rudy Nebres piece I picked up at
Wow.
for like $250 or something. I mean, look at that.
Look at it.
it's pretty sweet. These are my couple of my Schultz pieces that I have in my collection. This one was the title page for a book he did for Dark Horse, and this, of course, is a prelim for one of the Conan illustrations he did when he did that illustrated Conan book. Now this is Paul Bonner, who does like gaming art and stuff. I think he's an Irishman, but he does trolls and stuff, which I just happen to love for some bizarre reason. So I picked these up. These are painting prelims, but pretty detailed, as you can see. Got these at Spectrum a couple of years ago. William Stout. Oh, look at that.
You could pick out a stout from a mile away.
That's our good friend Bill Stout.
Mr. Bandana.
And Brett Bean, the Bean
That's
Man.
cute.
He's a character designer. There's another Brett Bean.
Mm-hmm.
It's a comic strip. I don't know who this guy is. Don Flowers. I don't know what strip this is. But King Features Syndicate. He gave this as a gift to Josh, because Josh was a baby. This was at SunCon when we took him in there and had to vacuum in the hotel to get him to
Oh
sleep.
man, that was the only way we could get him to fall asleep was to run the vacuum cleaner. So we vacuumed their lobby for them.
There's a couple of Kevin Nolan old men that I picked up from Kevin Toronto, I think. Scott Gustafson.
Gosh, I don't remember these.
Pencil
Yes,
drawing.
Stout is awesome.
Arthur Adams Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. How about that? He gave me a good deal on that several years ago at San Diego.
Art's pretty funny too.
Yeah.
We like him.
There's Scrat from Ice Age. That's Peter DeSev did that for me.
DeSev. Oh, Plug.
Mike Plug.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous.
Caveman.
We love
Liked it.
Plug.
Then, of course, best wishes to Aaron Sheldon Moldoff, the designer of Hawkman.
I remember that one.
Jeff Johnson did this to me, and I don't know why, but he said, "Dear Aaron, I'm sorry, love Jeff." I can't remember. He must have done something to tick me off at CrossGen, so he drew that for me. Here's an Alan Davis MODOK page from Clandestine. This is Clandestine #1, page 1. But are you kidding me? MODOK? Look at that MODOK face right there. Look at that.
Is that what he sounds like in your
He
head?
does. He does. Bunch of Paul Ryan pages.
Oh, gosh.
Our dear friend, sadly passed away
Love.
several years ago.
Love.
Fing Fang Foon Iron
To
Man
Aaron
page.
and Shelly. I
Yep.
get that one.
Aaron.
You can have
Best.
that one. I get that one.
Okay. That's the Thing. Obviously, Fantastic Four page. He was on it for like 60 issues or something. Did quite a run. There's another Paul Ryan Superman page he gave me. And
Dang.
Paul
Dang.
Ryan Spider-Man Daily page from the newspaper.
My buddy. To Aaron, my buddy really passed on. Man, that was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, Joe Sinnott inked that. How about that? The legendary Joe Sinnott inked that.
You
Then-
guys were like brothers.
Yeah.
That's how tight they were. It was.
Now, this
Yeah.
is some amazing stuff from Hilary Barta. And I remember saying, he did this for our Chicks book, Chicks That Time Forgot. We hired him to do the Piguana story. And I said, dude, I want to buy one of those pages from you. He goes, just keep them. I said, really? So
Wow.
guess what? I kept them.
You did. Those are nice. I like that.
Phil Noto doing Supergirl. We traded sketches. I gave him a Wonder Woman. He gave me a Supergirl, and we all went away happy. Or at least I went away happy.
We don't know about him. He looked happy, but who knows?
Well, gosh darn it, David's piece isn't in here. Where is that?
I don't know.
Mysteries abound.
Yeah.
Well, before I have him on, again, I will find that piece. It's a Peter Parker and Spider-Man piece. Just a couple headshots, and I got it from San Jose. But anyway.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Oh, there you go.
That's very true.
Yeah.
He was a very sweet man.
We had some really good, I burned it, Dave. Good memories of, we would meet at certain conventions. Like our time in New Orleans was really special. Oh gosh, we came up with so many things. Our son had such horrible colic for about 5 months. And
Yeah, it was rough.
horrible food allergies, and still is like an anaphylaxis kid and, well, young adult. So yeah, we came up with, putting them on the dryer. I have to say on, not in the dryer.
No, you didn't. I have it, David. Now and to make you look good, which I shouldn't, because how poorly you treat me, but he wanted to give it to me for free, and I'm like, no. And I ended up giving him, I think, $20 or something for it, just so he felt like there was some money exchanged hands.
David, he probably put it someplace special. This is what I do. I'm going to put it someplace special so I don't lose it. And I can't remember where that special.
No, it's in the flat
was.
file. I didn't want to spend
One
like
of the
20 minutes
20
digging. Yeah.
drawers that we have.
And I think I even know what drawer it in, but there's a huge stack in there. I didn't want to go through it, but
oh man.
I'm
Maybe
going to make
Aaron will
dinner.
still be going.
No, I'm getting off in just a couple of minutes. It's over for today.
But it's fun. It's kind of, because what you do is kind of, you're by yourself. So it kind of feels like a nice little group of friends hanging out and
hanging up, drawing,
chatting. Yeah. And then David shows up.
And then ruins everything.
Yeah.
No.
Whatever.
No, that.
Lining the bird cage.
No.
We don't even have a bird anymore.
I know. That was another nightmare story. But no, I have great respect for David's work. So
yes. And him.
I do.
As an individual.
That's right. Despite his poor treating of me. But see, this is how it's
endearing.
This is how the game's played. He tries to get in my head, but I simply rebuff and I'm the gentleman, and then we get in the competition and I destroy him.
Oh, I see.
I'm the quiet assassin. So
I see.
Anyway, all right. Let's. When you first came here, I was getting 5 to 7 people. Now you're in that 20 to 30 range. Yeah, it's growth, man.
Yeah,
it's growth, and I appreciate all you guys coming in and helping out.
So yes, Paul, Apex Thomas, I think he's deceased. Yes, he is.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
quite suddenly and shockingly a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But anywho, let's.
Oh.
There's Shelley.
Oh, sorry.
There's me. And there's Gwen.
Gwen. Good old Gwen. And then Husker sleeping on the floor.
Yep. So don't roll over him. All right. Well, that's my double show for today. How about that? 2 live
That's
streams.
impressive.
Yeah. And I'm not done
Stamina.
yet. I still have more to do, but I'm not doing them today.
Oh, I was going to say, no, yeah. You're
So
welcome.
no, I got to go to bed.
Yeah. Nice comments.
Yep. Excellent stuff.
But yeah. See how, yeah, 2 shows today and it's only 3 o'clock.
Wow.
It's a big full day.
It is.
Yeah. Now go make dinner.
Actually, Samantha's not going to be here. So the
Apex
pressure's
Comics.
off.
It's just, yeah, it's a 2 for Tuesday.
That's right.
2 for Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess we'll go to
Taco Bell. Sponsor.
Where's our sponsorship? Yeah. So that's going to pretty much wrap it for today. I'm going to run to the post office and drop off
Get some more tubes.
some more tubes to make sure that everything that
He's been
needs to go out is finally
a
out.
shipping machine.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. So anyway, you guys, thanks a lot for joining and taking part in the fun. And I do have to shill. I'm sorry. Please remember this.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. It's in the link in the YouTube. It's on my both Facebook pages, my Instagram bio page, and my Twitter profile page. There's links everywhere. So go check it out and sign up.
Share,
if you're
share,
interested
share.
and share it with everyone you know and some people you don't know. There's the other cover, and I got a third one by a huge big name artist coming soon.
Be named later.
Yep. So I again appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and we're pretty much out of here. And I might see you tomorrow. It's very possible. Could happen.
I'm pretty much sure of it
All right.
at this point.
Until we